Myself, Priya, Department of Mechatronics, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. I am handling the subject Control System, course code U18PCMT 405. Today, let us discuss about the topic Introduction to Control System. First, we know the system. What is meant by system? A number of elements or components are connected in a sequence to perform a specific function. What is meant by control system? In a system, and the output quantity is controlled by a input quantity by the system is called control system. Output quantity represent as a control variable. Input quantity represent as a command signal or excitation. This is the simple block diagram of control system. The system and the input is given to the system and output taken from the system. Okay, what are the types of control system? Two types is there. One is the open loop control system, another one is the closed loop control system. The open loop control system is nothing but has no effect of an input, does not correct the variation in the output automatically. In open loop control system, that need not to use feedback signal. Okay, open output changes due to external disturbances. Changes in the output are corrected by changing the input manually. Okay, why we are not using the feedback signal? This is the open loop. Okay, so we are not using the feedback signal, so automatically output corrected by the changing the input signal. Okay, this is the block diagram. The input is given to the controller, the controller output is given to the plant, finally we got the output. Okay, why we are correcting the output by changing the input manually. Okay, what are the advantages of control system? Means it is a simple and economical, easier to construct, it's a stable system. Okay, what are the drawbacks? Inaccurate and unreliable, because we are not using the feedback signal, so it's an unreliable and inaccurate. Changes in the output due to external disturbance are not correct automatically. This is a manual correction. So it's an output, it's an inaccurate. Okay, the above drawbacks can be overcome by means of closed loop control system. Okay, this is the closed loop control system. Output is fed back to the input. So the control action is dependent on the desired output. Okay, automatically corrects the changes in output due to disturbance. Okay, this is the automatic control system. Okay, this is the block diagram of closed loop control system. We are using the feedback elements. Okay, the output, any changes in the output means the output is fed from the input through the feedback elements. Okay, the input is given to the summing point, and the same time another input also given to the summing point. So both the inputs are verified to the summing point and then given to the controller. Okay, what this is the advantages of accurate sensitivity is made small to bring the system more stable. This is the less affected by noise. Okay, what are the drawbacks? It's a complex and costlier. We are using the more feedback system means it's a complex and costlier, leads to oscillatory response. Overall gain of the system is reduces. Stability is the main problem. Okay, why we are going to control system? Okay, it is normally required to reduce multiple blocks into single block, or for a convenient understanding it may sometimes require to rearrange the blocks from its original order. For the calculation of transfer function is required to be reduced. Okay, what are the classification of control system? First one is the linear time variant control system. Linear variant control system, it's nothing but it's varying with time only. The response depend on the time at which the input is applied. Okay, once we have to apply the input means the input is varied with respect to time. That means it's a linear time variant control system. What is mean by linear time invariant control system? Means do not vary with time. Okay, the response does not depend on the time at which the input is applied. Okay, this is the linear time invariant. Continuous time control system, all the system variable are functioning of continuous time. Okay, a discrete time control system means it involves one or more variables that are known only at discrete instant of time. What is mean by single input, single output? The system has only one input and one output, which it's a single input and single output system. Multiple input means multiple input and multiple output used in the system. Okay, next we have discussed the mathematical model of control system. A control system can be represented with a set of mathematical equations known as mathematical model. This model are useful for analysis and design of control systems. Analysis of control system means finding the output when we know the input and mathematical model. Design of control system means by finding the mathematical model when we know the input and output of the system. Okay, what are the methods of modeling control system? Means the following mathematical models are mostly used. First one is the differential equation model, transfer function, steady state model. Okay, first we are discussing the differential equation model. The time domain mathematical model of control system. It is a time domain. Okay, differential equation means what are the steps involved? First, apply the basic law of the given control system. Next one is to get the differential equation in terms of input and output by eliminating the intermediate variables. Let us discuss one example of differential equation. Consider the following electrical system as shown in the following figure. The circuit consists of resistor, inductor and capacitor. All the electrical elements are connected in series. The input voltage is applied this circuit is VI, and the voltage across the capacitor is V0. Okay, it's a mesh equation for the circuit means the input voltage is VI is equal to Ri plus L di by dt plus V0. Okay, substitute the current passing through the capacitor I is equal to C di by dv0 by dt in the above equation. So VI is equal to Rc dv0 by dt plus Lc d square v0 by dt square plus v0. Okay, so d square v0 by dt square plus r by l dv0 by dt plus 1 by lc v0 is equal to 1 by lc vi. Okay, finally we derive this equation. The above this equation is second order. Okay, differential equation because it's a d square. Okay. Next, what is meant by transfer function? Transfer function model is an S-domain mathematical model of control system. The transfer function of linear time invariant system is defined as the ratio of Laplace transform of output and Laplace transform of input by assuming all initial conditions are zero. In simple form, output by input transfer function is nothing but okay. Check time invariant system. If x of t and y of t as the input and output of linear time invariant system, then the corresponding Laplace transform are x of s and y of s. Therefore, the transfer function of linear time invariant system is equal to the ratio of y of s and x of s. That means the transfer, what is meant by transfer function? Transfer function is nothing but the output by input. So this model, what is the output by input? Y of s divided by x of s. Okay, the transfer function model of a linear time invariant system is shown in the following figure. The differential equation of an electrical system. In previous slide we discussed d squared v0 by dt squared plus r by l dv0 by dt plus 1 by lc v0 is equal to 1 by lc vi. So we are applying the Laplace transform. So it's a second order system. So d squared v0 by dt square converting the s squared v0 of s r by l s v0 of s plus 1 by lc v0 of s equal to 1 by lc into vi of s. Okay, the v0 of s as a common term. So we taking the common term of v0 of s. So s squared plus r by l of s plus 1 by lc into v0 of s equal to 1 by lc into vi of s. What is the transfer function? Output by input. Output it's nothing but v0 of s. Input is vi of s. So v0 of s divided by vi of s is equal to 1 by lc divided by s squared plus r by ls into s plus 1 by lc. This is the transfer function of this electrical model. Okay, next one is the state space model. What is state space model? The state space model of linear time invariant system can be represented as x bar is equal to ax plus bu, y is equal to cx plus du. The first and the second equation are known as state equation and output equation respectively. Okay, where x and xr bar are the state vector and the differential state vector respectively. U and y are the input vector and input output vector respectively. A is the system matrix, B and C is the input and output matrix, D is the feedback matrix. Okay, this is the state space model. Next one is the what is mean by block diagram reduction technique. Okay, what is mean by block diagram reduction technique? It's nothing but a pictorial representation of the function performed by each component and a flow of signal. Okay, this is the block diagram. Next, what are the elements are used in this block diagram? First one is the blocks, second one is the transfer function of elements inside the blocks, third one is the summing point, fourth one is the takeoff points, fifth one is the array. Okay, this is the basic elements of a block diagram. Now we discuss the what is meant by block. In a block diagram, all system variables are linked to each other through functional block. Okay, the functional block or simply block is a symbol for the mathematical operation and the input signal to the block that produce the output signal. In this is the simple block. Okay, input is applied to the block and output exit from the block. Okay, next, what is meant by summing point? All the blocks are used to identify many types of mathematical operations. Okay, the operations of addition and subtraction are represented by a circle called a summing point. Okay, in below diagram represent, this is the circle, it's represented by the addition and subtraction. Okay, represented. A shown and in summing point may have one or several inputs. Each input has its own appropriate plus or minus sign. Okay, summing point has only one output and it's equal to the algebraic sum of the input. Okay, in below 4 summing points we have discussed. First summing point, x one input, y another input, but both the signs are plus sign. Okay, so x plus y. In second summing point, x is the positive sign, y will be the negative sign. So the output will be x minus y. Third diagram, input x is a positive sign, y is the positive sign. Oh, z also positive sign. So we have to find out the output is x plus y plus z. In fourth one is the x, it's a, so three inputs is there. One is the x, y, z. X is the positive side, y is the positive plus negative. Both the signs are as the z is the negative side. So how to write this equation? X plus or minus y minus z. This is the summing point. Okay. Next, what is meant by takeoff point? Is used to allow a signal to be used by more than one block or summing point. The transfer function is given inside the block. Okay, the input in this case is E of S, the output in this case of C of S. Okay, so functional block, each element of the practical system represented by block with respect to transfer function. Okay, next one is the branches. Lines showing the connection between the blocks. Okay, arrows means associated with each branch to indicate the direction of a flow of signal. And in this diagram, which one is the block? This one is the block. Okay, this one is the branch. This one is the arrow mark represents. Okay. Next, in many rules are there. In block diagram reduction technique, totally 11 or 12 rules are there. First, we are discussing the one by one. Okay, combining blocks which are in cascade or in parallel. Okay, G1 or G2 is combining in the series connection. Okay, series connection means how to write the equation G1, G2. Okay, in the blocks are connected in parallel means. Okay, we are connecting the summing point also. So how to write this equation G1 plus G2. Okay. Next, this is the first rule, ma. It's combining blocks with or in cascade. That means series or in parallel. The blocks of series connection means how to write the equation G1 and G2. In a blocks are connected in parallel means how to write the equation G1 plus G2. Okay. In second rule, moving a summing point behind a block. Okay. In second rules, the moving a summing point behind a block means, okay, behind a block means in a forward. Okay, so the summing point moving to the forward means how to write the G? It's a G. Okay, we multiplying the feedback is a G. Okay, moving a summing point ahead of the block. Ahead, okay, ahead of the block means the summing point moving ahead of the before of the block. So how to write the equation? G is represent 1 by G. Okay, giving a pickup point behind a block. Okay, behind a block branching point. So G, this is the branching point. Okay, behind a block means it's an forward moving. So how to write the equation? 1 by G. It's a next one is the moving a branching point ahead of a block means it's an before of the block. So we have to write the G represent. Okay, the branching point it's opposite of summing point. Okay, next how to eliminating the feedback loop. Okay, feedback loop it's a negative feedback means how to write this one. Okay, G divided by 1 plus GH. In a negative feedback, it's a feedback is 1 means how to write G divided by 1 plus H, G. Okay, H represents the 1. Okay, next is swapping with two adjacent summing point means. Okay, how to adjust the summing point means plus minus means we have to shuffle this one. Okay, in B moving to the A point and A is moving to the B point. Okay, next another one is step is there. One is it's split up the summing point. If three inputs are given to the summing point, how to split up? For example, A, B, C in three summing points is three input signal is given to the summing point means how to split up? A, B is one summing point, C is the another summing point. Okay, this is the block diagram reduction. Okay, what are the advantages of block diagram representation? Means it's a very simple to construct block diagram for complicated system. If in big system is there means we have to modify the blocks and then we have to follow the rules means we have finally we got the simple transfer function. Okay, function of individual element can be visualized, individual overall performance can be studied, overall transfer function can be calculated. Okay, next one is the disadvantages of block diagram. No information about the physical construction. Source of the energy is not shown. Okay, this is the drawback. Okay, next topic is what is meant by signal flow graph. Okay, it's a block diagram reduction technique, also graphical representation, same as the signal flow graph. Signal flow graph is a graphical representation of relationship between variables of a set of linear algebraic equation. Okay, it's also a graphical representation. Okay, a signal flow graph consists of a network in which nodes are connected by directed branches. It depicts the flow of signal from one point of a system to another and gives the relationship among the signals. Okay, what are the fundamentals of signal flow graph? Consider a simple equation below and draw its signal flow graph. Y is equal to A of x. Okay, y is equal to a of x. This is the simple equation. How to draw this? How to draw the signal flow graph? Okay, it's a simple line. X is the input, y is the output. So y is equal to a into x. Okay, every variable in a signal flow graph is desired by a node. Every transmission function in a signal flow graph is defined by a branch. Okay, branches always unidirectional. The arrow on the branch denotes the direction of the signal flow. The input node or a source contained only in the outgoing branches. That means X1. That output node or sink contain only the incoming branches. That means X4. The diagram is in second. The X1 is the outgoing node. X4 is the incoming node. Okay. A path is a continuous unidirectional succession of branches along which no node is passed more than once. Okay, x1 to x2, x2 to x4, x1 to x2 to x3 to x4. Okay, this is the x1 to x2, x2 to x3, x3 to x4. It's a forward path. x1 to x2, x3 to x4. x1 to x2 to x4. This is another forward path. x1 to x2, x2 to x4. It's another forward path. x2 to x3 to x4. x2 to x3, x3 to x4. This one is the forward path. 3 forward. Okay, a forward path is a path from input node to the output node. That means x1 to x2, x2 to x3, x3 to x4. This is one forward path. Another one is the x1 to x2, x2 to x4. This is the another forward path. We are not taking this x1 to x2, x2 to x3, x3 to x4. It's not a forward path because the arrow mark is opposite of the input node. Okay, the feedback path or feedback loop is a path which originates and terminates on the same node. That means x2 to x3 and back to x2 to is a feedback path. Okay, this is the feedback path x2 to x3. This is one branch. Another one is the x3 to x2. This is the feedback path. Next, the self loop is a feedback loop consisting a single branch. Okay, that means A33 is a self loop. This one is the A33 is a single loop. Okay, it's a connected only one point. The gain of a branch is transmission function of that branch. The path gain is the product of branch gain encountered in traversing a path. The gain of forward path x1 to x2, x2 to x3, x3 to x4. This is the one forward path. How to write the gain? A21, A32, A43. This is the gain of the loop. Loop gain is the product of the branch gains of the loop. That means the loop gain of the feedback loop from x2 to x3 and back x2. Okay, this is the A3 to A23. Okay, this is the loop gain. Loop gain is nothing but the flow of input signal is going to the x2 to x3 and then we have connecting the feedback path. Oh, okay, x3 to x2. This is the another one. Okay, so how to write the feedback gain? So A32 and A23. Okay, two loops path and loop and a path are said to be a non-touching if they have no nodes in common. Next, the signal flow graph using the Moissan's gain rule. Okay, a transfer function T of a system represented by a signal flow graph. That means T is equal to C of S divided by R of S. What is mean by transfer function? It's nothing but the output by input. So output is represent summation of Pi del I divided by del. What is mean by N? N it's nothing but the number of forward path. Pi is nothing but the forward path gain. Del is a determinant of the system. Del I determinant of the I forward path. Okay. What is meant by del? How to calculate the del value? Del is called the signal flow graph determinant or characteristic function. Since del equal to 0 is the system is characteristic equation. Next, how to calculate it? This is also Moissan's C of S divided by R of S, summation of Pi del I divided by del. How to calculate the del? What is the formula for del? Del it's nothing but del equal to 1 minus sum of all individual loop transmittance plus sum of the product of loop transmittance of all possible pairs of non-touching loop minus sum of the product of loop transmittance of triple of non-touching loop. Okay, the signs are alternatively 1 minus, next plus, next minus, next plus. This is the alternating sign. In this, this is the one example. Okay, Now we are taking the first, we are calculating the forward path. One is the A21, A32, A43. One is forward path loop gain. Another one is the A21, A42. This is the one forward to path gain. This is not two non-touching loop. All are the touching loop. Three non-touching loop is not there. Okay. So how to calculate the del? Calculate del for I path. 1 minus all the loops that do not touch the ith forward path. Okay. This is the block diagram to signal flow graph. Okay. How to convert the block diagram to signal flow graph? Okay. This is the block diagram. R of S and C of S, only one block is there. Okay. In block diagram reduction technique, it's a 12 rules are there. Okay. First, you have know this thread rule. First rule is the first one is the cascade connection, another one is the parallel connection. How to write the block diagram in series connection means we have to multiply this two block. It's a parallel connection means we have to add this one G1 plus G2. Another we have concentrating the summing points. Okay, how to? It's a summing point moving forward means moving backward. Moving forward means we have to write the G. Okay, in a backward means we have to write the 1 by G. Okay. In the the branching point, moving the backward means it's a G, forward means 1 by G. It's an opposite of the block. Okay. Next, we have to considering the write the equation of negative feedback or positive feedback. Okay, negative feedback means we are considering the G divided by 1 plus G, 1 minus GH. Then positive means we have to write the equation D divided by 1 plus GH. We have to know the feedback is the 1 means we have to write G divided by 1 plus G. Okay, H is the negative feedback. Okay. Another one is the positive feedback. It's an value H is the 1 means we have to write the equation is G divided by 1 by G. Okay. This is the block diagram reduction technique. In signal flow graph means first we are knowing the what is mean by node, what is mean by branch. Okay. What are the forward path is there. Okay. First what is mean by branch, node, and then loops. Okay. First we all are knowing the first we have to calculate the forward path guide, and another one is the negative forward path guide individual loop. Another one is the two non-touching loop, three non-touching loop. So finally we get the transfer function of the signal flow using the Moissan's gain formula. In this block diagram, how to convert the block diagram to signal flow graph? One R of S is the input, C of S the output, block is the G of S. Okay, now we have considered the block as the branching point. Okay, so R of S to C of S, it's a G of S, it's a branching point. Okay, next for the example, R of S, it's nothing but the it's a summing point. Input is given to the summing point. Another the signal is given to the G of S, it's a controller, and then we are getting the output from the controller. If any changes in the output means next the output is connected to the input through the feedback signal. If we are not getting the inaccurate value means we want the accurate value. So we are using the feedback signal. Okay. So the output signal is connected to this one. Okay. Its an input is R of S and then E of S. Output is C of S. G of S is the block diagram controller. H of S is the feedback. Okay. How to convert this block diagram to signal flow graph means R of S into G of S. This is the one forward path. Okay. Next we have considered the arrow mark. In block diagram, arrow mark is there. Okay, now we have to consider the arrow mark means, so C of S is connected to the one branching point. Okay, how to represent the node? First one is the node is input point, another one is the summing point, another one is the output. Okay, now how to connect the feedback loop in this summing point means second node. Okay, in last node output is connected to the summing point, so minus H of S. What is The equation of this block diagram means what is mean by g of s divided by 1 plus g of s h of s. Okay, this is the block diagram techniques. Another, this one is the individual loop. Okay, g of s minus h of s. This is the individual loop gain. Okay, thank you.